South-South News received a special visit by Akasaka, the UN's Undersecretary General for Communications and Public Information. Mr. Akasaka made a visit to South-South News on Wednesday, where he was greeted by the president of South-South News, UN Ambassador Francis Lorenzo, along with the entire South-South News team. The UN's chief of DPI recognized and welcomed the important initiatives of South-South News in building awareness and promoting best practices of the Global South.
I believe that this is a wonderful network. You have your focused area, the South-South cooperation, which is one of the top priorities for the UN too, and trilateral cooperation between developed and developing countries. South-South cooperation will prove to be very effective and productive, and I hope that this network will focus on these positive cooperation of developing countries and tell the world that, yes, indeed, we can make a big difference.
Mr. Akasaka has held his position as Undersecretary General for Communications and Public Information at the UN since 2007. UN Ambassador Ghazi Jum'a of Tunisia and UN Deputy Ambassador of Kenya, Josephine Ojiambo, also welcomed Mr. Akasaka, expressing the importance of collaboration by using key resources and tools, both media and diplomatic, to ensure global awareness on current issues severely impacting our world today. Mr. Akasaka's tour ended with a South-South News exclusive interview.
ICT will help developing countries to cope with many difficult problems. They can have access to healthcare institutions. They can have access to latest information of how to educate their young children. The ICT will help them, and I'm optimistic about the future of the role to be played by ICT for development.
The head of DPI noted his interest in seeing how a partnership can be established with South-South News in order to promote key UN issues, from building awareness on the Millennium Development Goals, the impacts of climate change on the most vulnerable populations, to the challenges of realizing global peace and security.
DPI is mobilizing all its available resources and tools to make sure that our work and our objectives at the United Nations be communicated to the widest possible audience in the world.
Afaf Kanja, South-South News, New York.